Calling from a 301 area code. Who's this? Where are you calling from?
Is this me?
Yes, it is you.
Hello, this is Connor. I'm calling from a formerly YangGang occupied territory.
Connor from former YangGane territory. What happened to that territory?
Well, honestly, you guys, but if you give me a second, I can kind of tell you how I got over there.
Sure.
Well, I got introduced to Andrew Yang just through like a video, and then I kind of got hooked in and started watching a lot of videos. And then when I ran out, I had to like watch interviews that he had. So or somebody just commenting on him. And eventually I got to you guys and I was like, wow, you're a bunch of dicks. But then I wore my math hat long enough and I thought harder, as the statement said, and then finally saw the light.
Well, I'm sorry that it was math, but any way you can get there is good. I mean, look, I think there's.
No, that's like his catchphrase, like "Make America Think Harder."
Oh, I didn't pick up on
What
that.
specifically tipped you?
Well, it's because I liked you guys so much, and I just thought, oh, you guys were wrong about Yang, but you're right about everything else. And then that just after I got hooked on the show and I kept watching. I've been watching for like maybe 2 or 3 months now. And then just all the points started adding up. And I was like, okay, maybe these guys got the right point of view.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I think it's been not a bad thing to have him in the primary, frankly. I think that perspective
I like
is
some
helpful.
of the things he raises. I just don't like his solutions. But
Yeah.
he raises important things.
Yeah, it's a good
And I think
I
that's
agree.
what initially kind of got me in was like, he's like, oh, he's getting the issue right. But then by the time you got to the solution and you got into the weeds a little more, you're like, oh, maybe this isn't the best way to go.
Yeah, it's interesting because, I was just thinking when Kowalski called about Iowa, I'm always reminded of Barack Obama in the months leading up to Iowa, basically as a way of trying to, I think, drive the older vote, started talking about Social Security in crisis. And it was unclear at the time exactly what his solution was. But frankly, Social Security was not in crisis. But identifying an issue that whether it exists or not, or whether the characterization of the problem or not is accurate, for people who are older, Social Security is hugely important. And so if someone says, like, there's a problem with Social Security,
No doubt.
you're immediately communicating to them that, like, I'm thinking about things that could be problematic for you, even if it's not a problem, Social Security. It just means that, like, oh, this person's watching out for me. And so I think, that is one of the things I think Yang does articulate at least some of the problems that exist in society. And his solution, I'm not sure is the right one, but good for those people who made who won the lottery. And
Seriously.
but lotteries are not necessarily a structural solution. Appreciate the call, though. Thanks. Glad
Yeah, but I'll be listening every day. Thanks
Great,
for what
man.
you guys do. I really love the show.
Thanks.